when she's anywhere in Texas. Anybody else come when we get the call, most of the time it's because we know y'all three gonna come. We know y'all three play together.
Right.
We know we ain't got to worry about calling such and such
They know
from
what
this
they
place.
get.
Yeah, we ain't got to worry about this person being late. When I call you, you're gonna bring them, and if it's anything that's needed outside of that, you're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Can we unpack that real quick so we can give game to the younger cats? Of course, when we talk about relationships is give and take. Right?
Yeah.
There's something that you have to produce on your end as well in a relationship, right?
100%.
Because the thing about it is, what's happening is when that promoter calls, that promoter is putting his name on the line. It's not just the fact that we cool, because a lot of people feel entitled just because we cool, and that's not the thing. No, we're cool, but you also earned that phone call because of how you handle business. You feel what I'm saying?
That's the key word. You earned it because of what you've been doing.
Yeah. And like you
history.
said, you treated those smaller gigs. You know what I'm saying? You treated those hole in the wall gigs like the big stage. So now the transition to the big stage is easier now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because you treated it like that already.
I have to agree with you.
Yeah.
You're right, 100%.
And it's funny, you should treat every gig the same because you never know what that little gig will lead up to. I promise
never
that
know who
happened to me
watching, man.
on numerous times.
You definitely never know who watching you, man. And I say that all the time, man. Pretty much just piggybacking off what you said.
Yeah.
Like act as if every stage that you on is audition.
Because if you do your research, most big artists now got seen doing something else.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody walked up and said, I'm famous.
Right.
Jill Scott. Y'all know Jill Scott's story, how she got.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
exactly.
every artist, if you ask them what made them what they are today, they'll tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like you have to start and you have to kind of, I don't know, to me, I guess it's easy, it's self-explanatory because, I've had someone to kind of guide me in that area.
Yeah.
So when I see stuff like that, I be, man, I hate this cat coming here sagging and his clothes too little and
Me too.
drums don't match.
Right.
Drums don't matter.
And it's just my personal preference. I'm saying
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
I'm
man,
if,
presentation is definitely
Yeah.
key.
Or you can see the blanket inside of the drum beat.
now that's petty. That's petty.
That's funny.
But
Your-
we
your-
make
your
sure our
hamstring.
equipment it looks good on stage.
Yeah.
Because whoever wants to hire you, prime example, I got the Ricky Smiley gig.
I was gonna ask you about that, but yeah.
Oh, you didn't wait till you asked
No,
me
go
that.
ahead. No, it's good. You already
So
did.
there was 4 guys. There was 4 guys that was up for that. Got the call. I got my interview or whatever, audition, whatever. Went so well they didn't see the other ones.
Oh wow.
Because the lady said before we called you in, it was Tom Joyner's manager.
Okay.
We researched you and we looked at your Facebook.
I was going to get to that.
We saw.
Oh man, you
She was
about
like, you a business person. You teach kids. That looks good. And woo. And I was like, yeah. She was like, well, we do that because you're going to represent Ricky Smiley.
right.
Oh, nice.
And so we go do research on the people that's in this office. So I'm in the office with the Brad. All of them every morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm only sitting on the piano playing whenever he needs me to do something or
Right.
whatever. And the fact that I knew how to read music, they was like, what? You do? Oh, yeah, you can cancel X, Y, and Z.
Wow.
There was another musician who put my name in the pot
Oh,
Love
because
it.
they couldn't do it.
yeah.
So they was like, oh, you read music? And me and Ricky sit by the piano. He said, so what if I sang something? He just started singing something. I just started playing.
Yeah.
He was like, well, what if I do this? Boom, boom. He was like, well, what would you play for a church announcement? Boom, boom, boom. So I always tell people now, if you want to be a musician, then you learn music.
Yeah. Simple.
That means
Simple.
funk,
Yeah.
gospel.
Yeah.
That means, and you don't have to
Country,
be
all
a
of-
professional. Just learn how
be
it's
well
supposed
versed.
to.
Yeah.
Be well versed, man. Can we unpack something you said that's very important? Yo, y'all stop putting your feelings on social media.
Oh, yeah,
Every time you beefing with somebody, every time you having a bad day, every time. Now, of course, you know, yeah, I get it, but yo, man, people are watching.
If you're gonna do it, like, have it separate from your work and make your stuff private. That's
If
how
you're
I
gonna
feel.
do that, have your a business or your page where you conduct and have your personal. I get that.
Yeah, but it's like, man, like you know, I look at your Facebook page and you always beefing with somebody, you always cussing somebody out, you always, you know what I'm saying. So now I'm gonna look at that. I'm like, okay, well, yo, you dope, you talented, but
You got too much going on.
You come with drama.
What's going on? Bipolar.
You come with drama. You know what I'm saying. You know, you come with drama, or you come with this, or one day is F the world, and next day is thank you Jesus. Like, bro, like it's like y'all.
That crazy.
Right.
Back again.
Yeah. Right.
But Jay, you said something, and I know we're close to our intermission, but you said something. You said how people present themselves on Facebook or social media. So, because we do our research, I love the fact that you have a website. I hate it. So, I have a nonprofit, and the first thing that donors, business people, when you're giving out your contact information, the first thing they ask is, do you have a website? And I don't see many musicians with website. They have on nice clothes, and I understand you are your presentation or you are walking, you know, whatever, but having a website is so important. So one, who did your website? Because I looked at your website and your website is actually nice. I like when you first go on there, it's asking you for your email, it's asking you for your phone number, so you're engaging, you wanting people to come and, you know, be a part of it, and they say, what's up, fam? I'm like, yeah, so it's very inviting. So my question is, one, if you don't mind, you know, who did you know, or how did you get your website up? And then two, why? Because I looked for your handles, and most of your handles, you know, is your website. So why did you go that route instead of just having a different handle?
So I have a mentor, right?
Woo.
Yeah, I have two mentors.
Mentors.
Right? So, and she happened to be a 6-7 figure income person.
That's important.
Nice.
And she's a content creator. And she whooped my butt. At everything that I think I know now, she came in and said these two words. So you work harder when you don't, so you don't want to sell nothing, you want to be found.
Ah.
Nice.
That's good.
So you want to make yourself available versus trying to always telling somebody, buy this, do this, do. You put yourself out there and say, and make it inviting, right? And make the presentation cool. So she did that. Her name is Shauna Freeman. All right, she
Shout
also,
out.
yeah, so she sells women clothes, amongst a lot of other stuff she has going on. So she did the website. She's still on me about other things that I need to do, but she did that, and she told me what it would need to look like, right? So as far as that, my personal website. So you know, I released some stuff, not the other day.
Yeah, we got that.
We was gonna get into
We
that,
gonna
man.
get into that.
But yeah, she did that, and that was the purpose of who are you?
Yes,
Okay.
that's important.
Who are you? So I
a
went
lot
and
of
took
people,
them old.
a lot of people know Soulful Sound. A lot of people don't know Avery.
That's what she was saying. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna brand the band, then brand yourself. Why not? You are the band.
Right.
Yeah.
Then brand yourself.
Yes.
And that's
And I
gonna
was
put
like-
more eyes on the band as well. Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
So you got a circle going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And don't nobody come out of that circle.
Exactly.
Everything is you or them. You or them, and you are them, and them is
Right.
you.
Yeah.
So everybody in the same circle, right?
That's good.
So she did that. Shauna Freeman is her name, and she does do websites. She taught me how to go on the back end of my website to change what I need to change. It was so much information for me to take till it really got overwhelming. I had to take a break from it. But I was like, nah, this ain't gonna whoop me. because at the end of the day, it's going to
You
be
ain't no
beneficial.
punk.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's going to be beneficial. So I had to take a 2-day break and be like, man, hold up.
Yeah, yeah.
When we came back, she came to my office. She sit with me 4 or 5 hours, just going over, this is what you need to do. Boom, 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 boom. And if I didn't understand it had to be 80% business, then I would have been like, I don't need no website.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I don't need no YouTube. I got my own YouTube channel.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
it's so much easier for me to get gigs and solo piano gigs and all that, because now all you gotta do is type in what you gotta type in, or I
Right.
can send you packages. I can
Right.
send you EPKs. I can send what I need to send, and whatever gig that I'm going for, my stuff gotta look like that. So I
Right.
can't
Yeah.
send a wedding us at Legends.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes
Make
sense.
it make sense.
Yeah, that,
That makes sense.
even though we do top 40 music, they need
Yeah.
to see something that looks like that.
Right.
Now,
good.
I can't go in the brick house. I mean, I can't send somebody that I'm trying to get a $10,000-$20,000 gig and send them brick house stuff.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me. They don't want to see brick house.
And you know another thing that we have to understand too